Hello. What's going on, guys? It's Friday night. Comics with Bueller. As always, I'm Bueller. Hopefully, you guys can see me and hear me okay. How's everybody doing so far? I see there's a lot of people already in the chat right now, and I've already been talking to some of you guys and seeing how you're doing and everything. And Kate Mayer, you just jumped in. You weren't in there. I didn't get a chance to say hello to you in the chat, but I get to say hello to you on camera right here. And there, I see myself popping up there. That's good. And so how's everyone doing tonight? It's been a couple weeks since I did a live stream. And the last live stream, unfortunately, I was connected to the wrong internet. And that's why it looks so horrible. I accidentally connected to my neighbor's internet like I used to. And so I made sure that didn't happen this time. So everything should look fine and sound fine and no more choppy stuff. So hopefully everything looks good. If you guys can give me a thumbs up and everything sounds and looks good, I'd appreciate it. RJ Taylor, hello. Steve Whiting, what's going on, my friend? Bunch of people jumping in here right now. I appreciate that. And we got some nice topics to go over tonight. As the title said, X-Men. It's kind of a sad thing, but might be a good thing. I'm excited about who's going to be taking over, and we'll get to that in a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and show you my weekly picks for the week, and I have some other things to go over as well, but we're not going to be on here too long tonight. It's going to be a shorter stream, which is just fine. Stay Puff, hello. How you doing, my friend? Appreciate you jumping in there and saying hello. And but let's go ahead and get started. Let's jump into the topic first, because this I did a little bit of research, and this is actually news that came out last week. So the X-Men titles, which recently just got relaunched not too long ago. I believe they're only on issue number 18 or 17 or something like that, which is this one, the Uncanny X-Men. This is the variant one that I really like. This was the comic shop day exclusive type thing. I don't know. It's really cool. So anyway, this brand new title just got canceled. Okay. And they are canceling this title. I believe number 22 is the final issue of this title. Now, this one is going away. That is going away along with these ones that have already went away because they canceled these ones a while back. They canceled Astonishing X-Men. That was gone. They canceled X-Men Blue, which might have been a good thing. They canceled X-Men Gold right there. And they also canceled X-Men Red. So really the only one that's been going on as far with the X-Men title is the Uncanny X-Men. And there's been some miniseries, The Age of the X-Men. And I don't know for sure if like X-Force is included or not. It might be in the line. But there's a bunch of different titles that are going to be canceled. And guess what they're doing? They're rebooting the X-Men franchise. They have a new writer coming on board, which is a really good thing. This guy's a great writer. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this book, but this is one of his ones that he's kind of well known for, along with his work on Avengers. It's Jonathan Hickman. He is an excellent writer. Now, when he decided to come on board or agreed with Marvel to do the X-Men, he convinced them to cancel every X-Men title. So they're all going away. So they're rebooting, okay? And he is starting fresh. He actually has two separate titles that come out in July. One is called House of X and Power of X. They are 6-issue miniseries. And then from there, they're going to jump into something else. I don't know if they're going to rename a new Uncanny X-Men and start with issue 1, or maybe they'll go with the different red, yellow, purple, whatever teams they want to do. But it's going to start off with those two titles, House of X, 6-part series, and Power of X, another 6-part series. And from what I understand, they are intertwined. So you're probably going to have to get them both. Those will start coming out in July. And they're also going to say a lot more information on the X-Men titles when the San Diego Komikhan is going on, which is also in July, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, Jonathan Hickman is a very good writer, very good creator, and I think he's going to do a great job. I've somewhat enjoyed the Uncanny X-Men run so far. It's kind of had its ups and downs. I'm kind of upset that they're canceling because they just started it. I mean, literally, they're only not even in the 20s yet, and here they're going to dump it. And I was really excited when they decided to bring in the original title, Uncanny X-Men and do that instead of the X-Men red and blue and gold and stuff like that. Real quick, we have a super chat here from Zach Binks. Zach Binks, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Zach, guess what? I don't know if you are aware of how the super chats work, but you get your name written on the ball. So I appreciate that, Zach, very much. You are going on the ball. There's a lot of names on the ball. There's a lot of economics and comics on there, and there's a lot of Robert Galvins, and there's a bunch of other people as well. So thank you very much. I appreciate that, guys. But back to the X-Men. Like I said, number 22 is the final Uncanny X-Men. Maybe my buddy Sam might be able to tell me a little bit in here, but does that include the X-Force series? Does that also be canceled? I know that X-23 is being canceled. I think that last issue is like next week or the week after, so that's going away. All of the Age of X-Men series, I believe those were, like I said, smaller limited series, so those are all going to go away as well. So we'll just be left with the House of X and the Power of X, both of them written by Jonathan Hickman, and we'll see where that goes. Hopefully it's pretty good. But you know what that means? We're going to get a ton of variants for the X-Men again. And that's the main reason I wanted to bring this up. Because when Uncanny X-Men launched again, just a few months back, they dumped, I think, 50 different variant titles or variant covers for that book. And I'm going to assume that we're going to see that again. And I actually got really frustrated. That was actually the book that kind of made me take a step back and almost not want to do those preview videos anymore because of what they were doing. And here we are. We're going to get it again. We're going to get it probably 3 or 4 times over. We're going to get the House of X. We're going to get a bunch of variants for that. We're going to get a bunch of variants for the Power of X. And whatever they do from there, we're going to get a bunch of different variants for the new titles, whatever they are. Like I said, Uncanny X-Men and stuff like that. It gets a little overwhelming. I am okay with reboots after a while because I understand a starting point is something good for new collectors to jump on. I get that. I understand why they do that every now and then, but not every, like the X-Men, like after 3 or 4 months, they're doing it. And if you guys remember the first 12 issues or 13 issues of Uncanny X-Men, they were weekly. They came out every single week for the first 3 months. And that's how they got all those titles out there. And like I said, they're not even to issue 20 yet. So I don't know if they're going to do the same thing. If they do, it's going to be a nightmare all over again. We have some more super chats in here. Let me jump in here real quick. We got my buddy Robert, the Comic G-Spot Galvin, help for the car repairs. I don't know if you guys know, but I put this on my community tab. My son, he got in a little fender bender last weekend, and Sam, he's seen the car, but my van. It was pretty funny because my son texted me. He goes, "Oh, there's just a little damage, Dad." And then when he got home, it's literally like the whole right side of the van needs to be replaced. Luckily, he was okay. He's perfectly fine. No whiplash or nothing like that. Perfectly fine. But the van, like I said in my community tab, it's going to need a little bit of work, and we're going to be getting to that hopefully next month sometime. It's still drivable. I did have to tape the the passenger side mirror to the thing, and there's no actual mirror in there, so it's just the casing around it. I don't want to get pulled over, so I had to put something up there. So there you go. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Steve Whiting, blue balls. Here I come. Hey, there you go. Steve's going on the blue balls. Yeah, that's gonna, yeah. Anyway, thank you very much. But let me jump in the chat here because there's some more people in here. Lady Fantastic, how you doing? John's comments with kids. Chapin Jr. 503. How the hunting go today, Bueller? It went pretty good. There was a big sale at a comic shop. It's called Excalibur Comics, and I know I'm getting a little bit off topic, but they had half off everything in the store, and I filled up a short box of some really cool variants, and it was pretty much all stuff for the later rounds of Bueller boxes that are probably going to come out next week. But it was okay. There was more last time for the sale, so this week was about half what I was expecting. I might go back on Monday because they might replenish their inventory. I know they do that, and then I'll get some more books. Geek of the West, hello, how are you? John Valenzuela, I got that wrong. Brian Bigelow, Blue Balls, yeah. Fishing Freaks Comics. He just messaged me on Instagram, and here he is in the chat. What's going on, man? Let's see. Just a bunch of people. We got almost 70 people watching here today. So I want to hear some of your responses. Two things. What do you think about the relaunch of X-Men with Jonathan Hickman, who is an amazing writer? And how do you feel personally about relaunches and titles? Do they do it too often? Do they not do it often enough? Should there be a set amount? Because I know there is a good time when you should have a jumping on point for new customers. But what's your guys' opinion? I'd like to hear in the chat. Let me look and see what I can find. How do you feel about Jonathan Hickman? Are you a fan of that guy? Were you a fan of his work on Avengers? Were you a fan of that Secret War series? Nothing but good reviews from that Secret War series. Aloha Bueller, Hawaiian Punch 72. Hello. John Cusack, Better Off Dead. Yeah, I love that one. I just saw it like on one of the streaming services that I subscribe to. Hickman is a solid writer. He is. He's a great writer, and you know what? He's got to be good to literally to walk into Marvel and say, "Hey, I want you to cancel all your X-Men titles, and I want a clean slate and bring it into the current universe type thing and some consistency and stuff." So he's got to be pretty good if he has that type of weight. And I know they're throwing a bunch of money at that guy. I don't know if that has anything to do with the MCU and bringing the X-Men into the movies with all the other characters. Maybe there's a little bit of something like that where they're looking at a clean slate to do something like that. I don't really know. That might be a little bit. I don't know how much of that stuff is connected to the actual movies itself and in the comic books. I don't think they're probably as much. Virginia Frost, hello. Let's see. Let me look up here. I want to look at some of the comments here because I know I'm missing some. Not surprised about the relaunch. It's been going on pretty much 20 plus years ever since Hero Reborn in the 90s. Yep. DC, they've relaunched their books quite a few times, and they just do the whole run, it seems like, when they do it. But they haven't done it for a while, which I can I like that. I think a solid run, say 100 books, and then if you want to relaunch after that, I think that's somewhat doable. Let's see. I wasn't reading any new titles. It's from Don. Anyway, I probably won't read this one. Come on, Don, read it. I hope it's good. I'm going to check it out, and it's hopefully it's a good title. Ron, looking forward to the new X-Men. I think for the most part, people who are fans of X-Men and fans of Jonathan Hickman, which he has a lot, they're okay with this reboot. I'm okay with the reboot because I'm excited for who's coming on board. If it was someone else and they were just rebooting it, I'd be like, man, this is garbage again. They're just redoing it just to redo it, just to get that number 1 issue. But since it's got this guy attached to it, I'm a little more excited than I would normally be. Let's see. Fish and Freak said they need to relaunch it with the right team to begin with. Hickman will be good for the X-Men. Yep, I agree. John, I've never been a Hickman fan. Yep, John doesn't like people. That's kind of John's thing. I'm just kidding, man. Poor Mike, how you doing? What would be the legacy? Oh, it just jumped up there, man. Poor Mike, I'm sorry. What would be the legacy issue number of X-Men with the next number 1? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm curious to see that as well. I don't even know if they'll continue doing the legacy issues, what they're doing now. So hopefully they do. Chino Comics and more. How's it going, man? Hopefully you're doing good. Let me scroll down here. Brian says not happy they're dumping this series, picking up number 1 of each, and we'll sit back and see which of the 1,000 variants, not to mention San Diego Comic-Con variants. Yep, because they're going to do big San Diego Comic-Con, new X-Men. I mean, they're going all out on this. I mean, they're backing up the truck and dumping a bunch of money. So there is going to be a ton of variants for these X-Men books. There's going to be exclusive variants all over the place. And I was looking at the list for that new book, the Black, what's the one? The Black Cat, new Black Cat book that's coming out. I think it's next week or the week after. There are 100 different variants for that book. I'm not kidding. 100 different variants. I kept scrolling down the page and it didn't stop. It was ridiculous. Now, the Black Cat, great. But as far as like mainstream people who want to buy that book, probably not that much. So if there's any incentive variants, those are probably going to be ones that are very hard to find because a lot of shops are going to order that many. Let's see. I like Hickman. His East and West is great, but the stuff reads better in trade. Oh, okay. Let's see, John. Let's see what John said. And I wonder if John said any smart comebacks there. Let's see. Okay, Bob World, how's it going, Bob? Hopefully you're doing good. It's all about the money. Yep, I think that's you're saying it right. They're obviously number one is the sales spike extremely large, and then you see the huge drop off on number two because it's that old thing with number ones. Everybody has to get it, you know. Let's see. Nathan, hello. 1,000 variants plus 3 times the price. Yep. That's normally the case, man. Mr. Gretzky, I see you in there. How's it going, my friend? Hopefully you're doing okay. James from Albuquerque or from New Mexico. They need to make mutants great again. I agree. I think if they I'd like to see something with if this guy has full control. Jonathan Hickman has full control of the X-Men universe. I'd like to see something with the X-Men, something with the X-Force, and something with the New Mutants. And what the heck, go ahead and bring back X-Factor. That was one of my favorites, you know, and that would be great. I'd love to get all those people back and get something going, a big, huge mutant party or whatever you want to call it. It'd be a lot of fun. Let me take a sip. Let me scroll down here. I'm sorry, I'm missing some stuff. Aggressively relaxing. I see you in there. I saw your comment. People are making a big deal about Uncanny, but it makes so much sense to let Hickman do what he wants. I agree. Like I said, if it wasn't him, I would be a little bit more upset about it. But since he has such a good track record and he's such a great writer, I'm okay with him taking over and starting fresh because there's a lot of stuff going on. It's convoluted and stuff like that. So if he starts over and it's that guy, I like it. But if it was someone else and throwing the combination of all the different variants and all that crap that we're going to get, then I kind of have a problem with it. Especially if they were just doing it just to do it type thing, to where I don't think they're doing it just to do it. I think they're doing it because they got Hickman on board and that's what he wants to do. I think their initial plans were probably, we're going to get him on board. He'll just take it over. And he just said, nope, that's not how it's going to play out. I want to start over. So they just went ahead and did it. Let's see. I'm scrolling down here. There's a lot of people in here. We got almost 80 people watching tonight. Thank you so much. What lurks on channel X? Hello, how are you doing? Thorough Cuboro, hello. All these great people are in here. What do you think of Hickman's Fantastic Four run? You know what? I didn't. Oh man, Sam's gonna kill me. They came out at a time I wasn't collecting, and I've heard some good things about it, but I wasn't on board with that. So as far as I know, it's pretty good. But personally, I don't have any actual experience with that run that he did, and I couldn't even tell you what books or what time frame he did it. But I can tell you, I wasn't reading Fantastic Four when he did. RJ Taylor, what's going on? Let's see. I'm just scrolling up here. It's nice to be back on here live. I haven't done live for a while, so it says chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect. Okay, well, I hope that goes through. We'll have to see. And hopefully the stream is looking okay. But anyway, I wanted to cover that, let you guys know, just so that they are rebooting X-Men. Everything is getting canceled again. All that good stuff. Uncanny X-Men, which kind of makes me sad because I love the title. It's going away. They're coming out with 2 new books, House of X and Power of the X, 6-part miniseries. They come out in July. Then after that, we really don't know what's clear. They're going to announce a lot more stuff at the San Diego Komikhan this summer. So we'll find out. But unfortunately, there's a bunch of X-Men titles that are going to go away. And that's the way it is. I mean, I don't know if they'll go out on a bang because I don't think that anything from these X-Men titles is going to carry over to the new ones. I mean, they could literally kill off the whole team if they want to because it's not going to be in the same ballpark as this new book that's coming out. It's totally separate. So could be kind of cool. Doesn't look like my chat is working. I don't know what's going on there. It just said said unable to connect the chat. Please try again later. Well, I appreciate that. I got my phone out here. I'll check that one, but I don't see that one either. My apologies, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll see if I can pull up on the phone. And okay, so I got it on my phone so I can look at that, and I'll see if I can't get anything else. So I want to go over some other things. That was the main topic tonight. Like I said, it's not going to be a very long stream. But lately, and I got to tell you guys, does everyone aware of what a AOK is? And it's referred to as an act of kindness in our community. And as of late, I've been receiving a lot of AOKs, and they are fantastic. And I mean, really fantastic. And I just want to take a minute and recognize some of the people that have sent me stuff, and just the time that people take to send stuff. And because I talk about my collection a lot. I talk about the stuff I would like to have or always wanted to have. And I show the books that are in my collection. And a lot of people notice, oh, he's missing this and he's missing that. And they offer to, fill the gap or whatnot. And it's really cool. And I'm actually going to highlight these again on my coffee video. That's actually where I like doing them. But I just wanted to take a quick minute and just recognize, some of the people that have sent me some stuff. And I've always received stuff, but lately it just seems like you guys are really stepping up to the plate and sending me some books that are just, breathtaking, to be honest with you. So, I showed this before, and this was my last live stream, but I'll show it again. It's the Hulk 181. This was sent to me by Steve Whiting, and this is a couple weeks ago, and he knew I always wanted that book. But then to follow that up, like the very next week, this was sent to me by Steven Spock, which is X-Men number 94. Just another amazing book. And he sent me some other books as well, and I'll show those on the coffee video on Monday. But another act of kindness, another book I've wanted. And then this week I got this one, and this one is really cool. This is actually one of my, I got to tell you, it's in great shape. I really enjoy this one. I didn't expect it. Really, it's Incredible Hulk number 102. This is from Felix, and it's just an amazing looking book, and it's just awesome. I mean, this is when the Incredible Hulk series started. Of course, they did like the first 6 issues of Incredible Hulk, then they went to the other title, but this is when they started the title Incredible Hulk. But I didn't have this in my collection. This was sent to me, and like I said, I'll highlight this again on the coffee video. But that's just awesome. But I mean, there's more books that have been sent. I mean, those are books that have a big dollar figure attached to them, and I mean, they're just amazing. I say thank you to you guys so much. But I get other books sent to me as well. And actually, there was a gentleman. I had the oh my gosh, I had here it is. So a gentleman, Adam from Florida, and so Adam, I don't know if you're watching, and I don't know what your name is associated with your profile or either your Instagram or whatnot. So my apologies, and I probably talked to you, and I'm just not remembering. But Adam sent like 2 boxes of comics, like almost 100 comics, all the way from Florida here to Oregon for donations for the Bueller box. And it's just awesome. I mean, for someone to do that and take the time out of their day and to pack up a bunch of books, and they're all bagged and boarded and everything, which is awesome. And so Adam from Florida, thank you, much appreciated. And then another Fist of Doom 84 sent me some books, and sent some books for the Bueller box, and then of course had to send me something I cherish very much so, which is a shiny cover of the Incredible Hulk number 400. So another book sent my way from Fist of Doom 84. I always forget the number, but just some great acts of kindness that people send, and the community itself is extremely generous and extremely giving and caring. And I'm floored every day, and my son will check there'll be a knock on the door, and it's deliveries, and he's like, "You got another package, Dad?" And he just kind of, oh God, give me a break. But it's pretty cool, and there's actually some more stuff coming and everything that people are sending my way. So I want to say thanks in advance. And you know what? There's a lot of great stuff that's going out into the Bueller boxes that were donated, and a lot of books that are in the actual box itself that I've been picking up lately because I'm going to keep the Bueller boxes going and everything. But let me look at the chat real quick. Like I said, I'm on my phone, so I might be squinting a little bit. Let's see. It's hard to see there. Adam, nice. The community loves you. Oh, was Adam in here? I'm sorry. Let me look up here. Oh man, I'm sorry. I can't. Like I said, I'm on my phone, so I can't really see the chat that well. Dark Helmet, hello. I see you. Hey, Robert, is Adam in here? Did I miss him? I don't know. I feel like an idiot. Well, that's normal though, right? Anyway, I wanted to show those AOKs that were sent my way. They're amazing. And you know what? It's actually something that me and my friend Tom have been talking about because we have a lot of books kind of sent our way, and we want to do something special to highlight those books, and we're working on something, and you'll probably be hearing about that here pretty soon. I don't really have a time frame, but it should be a lot of fun. Speaking of Tom, don't forget to go. He's going to do his CBSI top 10 list that premieres tonight, right after, well, a little bit after this one, this live stream. So make sure you check out that and see what the hot books are to get. I don't think I got any of them today, but I don't know what the list is, so I probably didn't. So, but anyway, check that out tonight. And then I also want to tell you guys, Community Spotlight is back. We are doing Community Spotlight on Sunday. And right now I'm tentative at 5:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I've gotten with a couple. I want to square everything away. So right now it's looking like 5:00. It might change. I don't know for sure, but we're trying to shoot for 5. I have 3 guests, and a couple of them are in the chat right now. We have Thora Kuboro is my guest on Community Spotlight this Sunday. Very excited about that. Robert Galvin, the G-Spot comic Galvin, he's my guest on this Sunday on Community Spotlight, and none other than Steve Whiting himself, the gentleman that sent me the Hulk 181. He's on the Community Spotlight as well, and I'm really looking forward to talking with these guys and highlighting these guys. Great collectors, great knowledge. I've gotten to know each one of them a lot more personally over the last few months, and great friends. So I really enjoy what they're doing. Steve actually doesn't do any YouTube videos, but I think he'll change his mind after a Community Spotlight. But he is doing stuff on Instagram here and there. And so we just got to kickstart that engine a little bit. Obviously, Robert, the G-Spot comic Galvin, he's doing his thing. And Thor Kuboro just did a great auction yesterday for charity, which was fantastic. I was watching a little bit of it, and I don't know how much money he raised, but I think he did a really good job. And he also does some other auctions as well that I've watched, and those are a lot of fun. They're just like dollar auctions. I like dollar stuff, so it's really cool. So join me on Sunday for the Community Spotlight. It's coming back. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done it, and should be a lot of fun. We're going to talk about comics, why we collect, what our favorite things are, artists, all that good stuff, and our favorite story arcs, a whole bunch of stuff. But let me go ahead and show you guys my picks of the week that I pulled out, and I've talked about this a lot. I'm trying to collect the Battle Lines variants, and so far this week I got them all except for the Doctor Strange variant. It eluded me, and my LCS still hasn't got it in. I think they ordered it, and maybe I'll get it next week. But I wanted to show some of these really quick, and I'll start with the Battle Lines variants. I forgot what this one is. Sam, help me out. This one, Sam, help me. Sam's Tangled Web, in case you guys don't know, he's my moderator and good friend, and he is the encyclopedia of comic books. But this one is something, and it's a Spider-Man book. I know that, but I'm blanking, and I don't have the thing on the back, so I can't tell you what it is. But that one. And then I know what this one is. This is the Venom book that came out. And in case you guys are wondering, there is 2 different versions of this book. There is like a color variation from what I've seen. Like one's more brown and one's more red. I think this one's kind of in the middle, to be honest with you. But there is different color variations. I don't think there's any difference in price or availability. It's just what part of the country it seems like where they were shipped to. This one is As Guardians of the Galaxy, and I just saw in there Comics for All People #1. Thank you so much. Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Yep, that's what that first one was. This one is As Guardians of the Galaxy. Very nice. Trying to get that one in there. Love that one. Then we have Avengers with Blade on the cover. Very cool. You're welcome, Wesley Snipes. And we have Shuri, another one of the Battle Lines variants. I like that one as well. And we have Moon Girl and the Devil Dinosaur also was part of the Battle Lines variant. So like I said, the one I missed this week is a Doctor Strange. Next week, I believe there is 5 different Battle Line variants coming out next week, or 6. And then the week after, there's only 1. And then 2 weeks after that is the last one, which is Captain America. They might push that one up. I'm not sure. But the Battle Lines variants, there are 29 Battle Lines variants that are supposed to come out this month. A couple of them leaked over to the next month. But if you want to collect the whole set, you can. They're 1-for-1. They're not ratio variants, so the comic shops have the opportunity to order as many as they want with no strings attached. So if you're wanting to put those together, you can do so. And there is another one, as Guardians of the Galaxy #1. It says Battle Lines on it. I don't know if it's considered part of the set, but it has a little symbol on there. It's Thor. But when you go and you look on their page, they don't list that one, but yeah, it says Battle Lines on the cover. So there you go. So if you're collecting those, they're pretty cool. I like them. And I'm buying books I wouldn't normally buy, like Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur and some Squirrel Girl or something like that. Tony Stark Iron Man God Killer #11. Very cool looking cover. Wanted to pick that one up. And then I got Avengers 19 because it was in my box. So I always buy what's ever in my box, even though I got the variant. So, and then my independent pick of the week, Middle West #7. I got that one. The other book that was on my top 10 list, and I'm spacing on the name, it's by IDW, I believe. I tried to pick it up and they were out. So I'll try to see if I can't find a Bone something, or I don't know. I can't remember. It's a brand new book. It's supposed to be pretty good. And then my pick of the week right here, and this is probably my favorite one so far, which is The Flash #71. This is chapter 2 of the year 1 storyline. Really cool. I like the A cover. This is the regular A cover. This is the one I went with. And the B cover really didn't do it for me. But the A cover on this one, the story is really good. The writer, Joshua Williamson, awesome writer, awesome guy. I met him a couple weeks ago, signed all my books. And I really liked the chapter 1. Chapter 2 is just as good. So if you haven't been checking out The Flash, nice thing about this series, they're on issue 71. Joshua Williamson has he's written every single issue. So it's a lot of continuity. That's right. I think so. There you go. All right. Let's see if I can see on my little phone here what's going on. Can't really see. Anyway, I had some Bueller boxes, but I think they're gone. I only had like 1 or 2 of them left or whatnot. I didn't really tell anyone that I put some more on there because an order got canceled or something like that. And if anyone's interested in the shirt, the Comics with Bueller shirt, I have like 1 left. So if you're interested, just send me an email. My email is down below. It's buellercomics@gmail.com. And you can get a shirt. It's kind of cool. I only made like 10 of them. And I don't know if I'm going to make any other ones, to be honest with you, because I don't like dealing with the sizes and stuff. I want it to be simple. And so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But really, that's all I have for you guys. I'm not going to do a live stream or a long stream today. I wanted to hit the topic of the X-Men being canceled again. I wanted to talk about the community spotlight videos and obviously some other things, the acts of kindness that have been sending my way or coming my way, which are just amazing. I want to say thank you to everyone who's come out tonight, and I'll have some more regular videos next week. And thank you so much for everyone who's been watching my comic book collections videos. That's where I show all my books from a certain run, like the Hulk, and I did the Avengers. Next one is the Captain America, because I'm literally just going down my list alphabetically this way. And next one's Captain America, then Daredevil, and we'll go from there. So it's kind of cool. I'm excited to show those books, and you guys seem to like it. So, and it's actually a pretty easy video to make. So I like something kind of easy, like I said. Anyway, I think that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much. Hey, Al, Red Sox fans here. What's going on, Al? Appreciate that. We got Nerdy Couch. Let me take a look in the chat here. And like I said, I'm using my phone because my other thing disconnected. And if I missed anybody, my apologies. But it's really small text, and I got really big hands, and that's just the way we roll. Steve's in there, of course. All these great people. Spock is in the rack. Don't hurt him. Oh, Steven Spock. So Steven Spock, that's Spock right there. That's a picture of his dog. Not only did he send me the X-Men 94, but he sent me a picture of his dog. So doesn't get much better than that, my friend. Anyway, okay, guys, that's all I got. I appreciate you guys coming out. House till the end. Hello. Brett Hess Art is in here. Awesome. You can tell Bueller's life is getting crazy. He used to talk for like an hour and a half. I still talk for an hour and a half. Actually, I don't know if you guys noticed, but my videos have they're not as long. I've been trying to condense them, and maybe I'm just getting better at it. I don't know, but like most of my videos I put out now are less than like 10 minutes long, except for my coffee videos. Those are kind of those will always be a little bit longer. But like my sneak peek videos are like 10 minutes or less. My weekly top 10, those are like 6 minutes or less. And then the other videos around 8 minutes. And I actually like short videos and stuff like that. They just kind of seem like they're easy to watch. They're easy to digest. And you watch them really quick and you're off and going and you're doing something else. But we will be talking quite a bit on Sunday night. Like I said, for the community spotlight video, it'll be me and a few guests, Steve and Robert and Thorough Kuburo, all going to be there. Going to be a good time. We'll just hang out and enjoy talking about comics. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much. Al says, remember to hit that like button. Oh, yeah, I hit that like button. I appreciate that. I did have filet of fish today. I had 2 of them. They're on sale right now, 2 for $5. McDonald's, thank you very much. Anyway, have a good weekend, guys. I will see you on Sunday. And like I said, if you're interested in the shirt, let me know. There's like one left. It's extra large or 2XL. And that's it. And the Bueller boxes are sold out until next weekend. I'll have a bigger batch. So, all right. Have a good one. Copper Age, hello. I saw you sneak in there at the end. All right. All right, guys. Appreciate your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe. You guys know what to do. I'll see you next time. Bye. I got to hit the button.